Come in. Mary.
Oh, Ma'am. There's a body in the library.
Arthur, wake up. Arthur.
Dolly?
Mary just said there's a body in the library.
Say that again.
There's a body in the library. Mary just said so.
Impossible. Must have imagined it.
I didn't imagine it.
I told you before, old girl, not to read this sort of thing last thing at night.
Arthur.
I hadn't Mary drawn the curtains, huh?
Arthur.
I am not going downstairs to ask if there's a body in my library.
Arthur?
I directed that nothing should be done till you came down, sir. Shall I call the police, sir?
Lorimer, are you seriously trying to tell me that there's a dead body in my library?
Well, perhaps you'd care to come and see for yourself, sir.
Hello, police house. Right.
Bill, it's for you.
Me? Hello? Who's there?
Well,
It's there, all right.
but Arthur.
I know. It's complete nonsense. I mean, you have to pinch yourself, don't you? A body in our library.
My dear.
Still, there it is, as large as... Look, old girl, bound to be a bit of a hullabaloo. How about some company for you, eh? You know.
What a good idea, Arthur.
Yes, that's quite nice, Esther. Now, always remember to make it into a nice pointy mountain, just like that, and not a dumpy hill.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Well, the brass looks quite smart. Yes, well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, dear. Well, I wonder. So, Mary Mead 3-5.
Is that you, Jane?
Oh, you're up very early, Dolly.
My dear, we've just found a body in our library. I'm coming down to fetch you so that you can see it before Constable Port gets here. Is that all right?
Dolly, what are you talking about? What body?
Yes, quite. That's just it. We've never seen her before. It ought to be a practical joke, except that she's dead. She's a blonde, platinum blonde, in our library. You will come, won't you?
That's right, yeah. Is Inspector Slack there? Inspector Slack there yet, please?
Oh, your buttons is all wrong. Hey, about the Colonel.
Shh! How come the Colonel don't know nothing about it, seeing as how it's in his library?
going?
Gossington Hall!
Wait for me.
Arthur's being difficult. He doesn't think that I ought to enjoy myself about it one bit. But then I don't know the girl at all. And it's odd, but she doesn't somehow seem to be real, if you know what I mean. You see what I mean, Jane?
Yes. Yes, I do. I agree. She's not real. She's very young.
Yes. Yes, I suppose she is. That's Constable Bork.
It's all right, Mary. I'll go. You can, you better... hang on. Ah, Paul. Good man.
Morning, Colonel. Perhaps if,
You didn't tell me you were bringing the Chief Constable over.
No,
Hello, Bantry. Just heard the news. Thought I'd pop over on my way in.
Oh, it was very good of you.
Has Inspector Slack arrived yet?
Slack? No.
Bad show, all this. In the library, I gather. Go on in, Constable. I'll join you in a minute.
Mary will show you. Mary! Show the constable in.
Thank you, Colonel.
Come on.
Must have been a nasty shot for you. How's Dolly taking it?
Huh? Miss Marple?
Good morning, Bill.
Don't worry, Constable. We haven't touched anything. Even a novice reader of detective stories knows that.
And you say you've never seen the girl before?
Never clapped eyes on her.
Ah, Colonel Melchett. How are you?
Hello, Mrs. Bantry. And the redoubtable Miss Marple. Beaten me to it, I see.
Good morning, Chief Constable.
That's the right word for you, Jane. Redoubtable. I didn't know you two knew each other.
Oh, yes, we're old cronies. I've long held that Miss Marple has what I would call forensic intuition developed to the point of genius.
Really,
The result, she tells me, of a lifetime's education in an English village.
Well, one does see so much evil, I fear. But if I do have any intuition, may I use it now and suggest my being here makes you uncomfortable? That's the reason for these compliments, I suspect.
It had crossed my mind that you might dog our official plodding footsteps.
No nonsense, Melchett. It's been a bit of a jolt, you know, this business. Dolly asked Jane over, simply, woman to woman. She may look as if she's taking it calmly, but this sort of thing, well, there's no telling. Is there? What?
You left us any breakfast, Arthur?
I hardly ate a thing.
Well, there may be no telling what sort of state I'm in, but I think I could eat a horse. Jane.
Good, right. Well, better take a look at the library then.
I'll show you.
Thank you. Thank you, Lorimer. Well, Jane.
Well, I suppose it does remind me a little of Mrs. Cheffy's youngest, Edie, you know. I think that's because this poor girl bit her nails. Yes. Edie was fond of cheap finery, too.
That satin dress she was wearing.
Oh, dear me, yes, very poor quality indeed, yes.
But what was she doing in Arthur's library?
Well, she wasn't dressed for burglary, was she?
No, dressed for dancing, quite.
Or a party?
Yes, but we don't have parties. At least not that sort of party, do we? Do we? Oh, no. But Jane, I knew his mother.
All the same.
Selina Blake is the nicest person imaginable, and she has the finest herbaceous border in the county, mind you. Arthur does very nearly burst a blood vessel whenever Basil Blake's name is mentioned. Did I ever tell you? Basil Blake was frightfully rude to Arthur. Terrible argument about the army, empire, that sort of thing. And Basil Blake called Arthur a fossilized old B-U-double-G, etc. And those clothes he wears.
Well, I think the clothes are all of a pattern with the language and intended to have the same effect.
Oh, but he was an adorable baby.
Well, according to his picture in last Sunday's paper, the Cheviot murderer was an adorable baby.
Jane, you're not serious.
No, but I'm just trying to account for the young woman's presence here. And Basil Blake does have parties, you know. Do you remember last year? Cars roaring through St. Mary Mead at all time of the night.
Yes, but I expect that was those film people, Jane, you know.
Well, doesn't he bring down a young woman most weekends now? A blonde? A platinum blonde?
All right, miss, just tell Colonel Bantry that my people will be closing off the library and all access points, and we don't want anyone to leave the house.
Splendid, Slack. The young lady will show you where.
All right, lads, follow the young lady. Come on, Fletcher, Pringle, get a move on. Come on, lad, we haven't got all day. Preliminaries shouldn't take very long, sir. I'll report shortly.
Yes, I'll speak to you later.
Right, sir. Right,
Who is
where
that?
are we? Into the hall, is it?
Inspector Slack. Highly inappropriate name. Gives me a headache.
Right, gentlemen. Usual procedure. Don't touch anything until I've had a good shifting myself. Then you can get going with your box brownies.
I still think it might be helpful if you could tell me your movements last night.
My movements?
Well, it might throw up some little detail that you didn't even think you'd noticed.
Oh, very well. Where shall I begin?
Did you dine at home?
Yes. 7:30, as usual. In fact, I probably left the table about 8:15 as I was driving over to Much Benham. I'm treasurer of the Much Benham Association, you know. It was a good meeting. Didn't go on too long, like some of them. It was pouring with rain when we came out.
My regards to your wife, Colonel.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good night. Blast.
So you were back at 11:45?
Yes.
Did you go into the library?
No.
Pity.
Well, there was no need. I was tired and soaking wet. I went straight to bed after I cleaned up. Come in.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, carry on.
What is it, Slack?
Could I have a word, please, sir?
Very well. Excuse me.
Dr. Haydock's here. I can't do much while he's conducting his rituals, so I've just been on to HQ, sir.
And what have HQ got to say for themselves?
Missing persons. They think they've got a likely candidate, young female from one of the big hotels down on the front at Danemouth.
Danemouth?
I know it's 15 miles, but that's only half an hour or so, even on those roads.
Very well, then.
I'll check it, then.
Yes, very well. Now, where were we?
I'd gone up to bed.
Oh, yes. Anyone else up?
No, Don had gone to bed. Lorimer retires to his quarters about 11 o'clock.
What do you know about Lorimer?
Well, he was my batman. First-class fellow. Vouched for all the servants. He practically grew up with them. Oh, I know, since the war houses have had to make do with what they can get. We've had to take on some daily help ourselves, I believe. But Dolly says we've been damn lucky. No. Vouch for them all.
Now, look here, Bantry. I'd like your absolute assurance that you have never, in fact, seen this girl before.
I dare say you do.
You see, old boy, just between ourselves, if you were tied up with this girl in any way, much better let it come out now. Oh, good God, man, I'm not suggesting that you murdered the girl, but, well, you must see that it could be very awkward. I mean, there's no avoiding the fact that she's lying there dead in your library.
I have already told you, Melchett. I never saw that girl before. Fair enough. And now, if you'll excuse me, we'll find some coffee in the dining room.
Okay, Nichols, and a couple more prints from the please. You can't come in here, sir.
Oh, can't I?
But, sir,
Go any howling.
Sorry, sir, he just burst in. I couldn't stop him, could I?
I'm afraid I am eating like a horse. Jane, you sure you won't join me?
Oh, quite sure, thank you, Dolly, yes.
Oh, dear.
Arthur mentioned coffee.
Of course, Colonel Melchett. Come in. Arthur's upset. I always know he's got something on his mind when he goes off to Home Farm. We have pigs at Home Farm. Something very restful about pigs.
The philosophers of the animal kingdom.
But when Arthur takes his gun with him, it means that he's really upset.
How does that follow?
Well, he only takes his gun with him to pretend that he's not going to Home Farm, which means he's pretending that he hasn't got anything on his mind, which means, of course, that he's very upset.
I'm afraid that may have been my fault. Awkward business, questioning a neighbor.
I'm sure you were very tactful. But it's all been a bit of a shock to him, you see. Poor old thing. Doesn't even shoot anymore. Well, Colonel Melchett, can we help you in any way?
No, but I'm sure Miss Marple can. She probably has the answer to this whole business already.
Oh, nothing like that, I assure you, no.
Nonsense. She's practically solved it already. Tell him about Basil Blake.
Now, Dolly.
Yes?
I'm Colonel Melcher, Chief Constable. A friend of your mother's asked me to have a word with you.
Did she?
To keep it unofficial.
Well, you may not have noticed, but I'm not actually wearing the old school tie.
Mr. Blake, I'd like my visit to be as discreet as possible, but I am here in my capacity as a policeman. May I come in?
Why not? Make yourself at home.
Thank you. You, do your housework early, Mr. Blake?
Not at all. I haven't been to bed yet.
Indeed.
Is that significant, Chief Constable?
Probably not.
I was at a studio party.
All night?
Certainly. It was an orgy. Some of the things that went on would have exceeded your professional imagination. I got back at dawn. Drink?
Thank you, no. Mr. Blake, are you alone here this weekend?
Well, would appear so, wouldn't it?
I understand that you normally have a visitor, a young woman. Blonde, I believe.
Ah, so that's the crime, is it? Have the old cats in the village been on to you? When did they put rural fornication on the statute book?
I am here, Mr. Blake, because a young woman, a blonde young woman, has been found murdered.
Blimey. Where?
At Gossington Hall.
Gossington? At old Bantry's? The dirty old soldier.
Mr. Blake, I'll thank you to...
I'm not in the habit of procuring blondes for the decrepit gentry. And it's not mine either. I haven't lost mine. I haven't even mislaid her. Ah. The plot dilutes, Chief Constable. That sounds like the prodigal blonde. You should have had that drink.
Blake! You bastard! Blake! What the hell do you think you're doing running out on me like that?
If I take you to a party, I expect you to behave yourself. You do not snog with overweight Hungarians. And if you do so out of sight. As a spectacle, it has its limitations.
You bloody hypocrite!
May I introduce you to the Chief Constable of the county?
How do you do?
There you are then, Colonel. My blonde bit appears to be alive and scratching. So why don't you go and see about Bantry's?
receptionist to be along in a moment.
I want to speak to the manager. It's urgent. Very. Get him for me, will you?
Who can I say it is?
Detective Inspector Slack. Who are you?
Starr. Raymond Starr. I'm the tennis pro, dance instructor. General purpose gigolo.
I wish you wouldn't say that, Ray.
Are you the receptionist? I want to speak to the manager immediately. Tell him it's important.
I am the manager. Alistair Prescott. What is it, sir?
Inspector Slack.
You care to come into my office, Inspector?
Good morning, Mr. Starr.
Good morning, Mrs. Jefferson.
All right, Ray, then. Was that a police car I saw outside?
Yes. Inspector Lestrade has given Prescott the 3rd degree.
Have they traced Ruby yet?
I presume not. I think it would have been less officious if he had a success on his hands.
Do tell me when you know anything, won't you? I better go now. The doctor's with the old man. As soon as you hear anything, Ray.
Of course.
Well, her name is Ruby Keane. She's our dance hostess. She's quite slim. Oh, no, medium heightish. Well, perhaps at the shorter side. She's 18, platinum blonde hair, blue eyes, I think. She's quite quiet. There's never been any trouble.
Good, good. Got any photographs?
She brought one, yes, for publicity, you know. Oh, but it was stolen from the showcase about a week ago. An admirer, probably. Does happen. Sorry about that.
Then I shall need somebody to look at the body.
Body? Oh, my God. But you didn't say. It was a car accident?
Murder.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Calm down. It wasn't on the premises. Oh, you're still here, are you? Good. Got a diary?
Yes.
Listen, about this girl.
Ruby, have you found her?
We've found a body.
Is it her?
Yeah, we don't know. We need somebody to identify her. Someone who knew her well.
I see. Well, we all knew her, but she has a cousin. Her name's Josie.
Can I help? Inspector, I'm Josephine Turner. Can I help you in any way?
I hope so, Miss Turner.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry to have had to put you through that, Miss Turner.
That's all right.
You've no doubts.
No, I'm afraid not. It's Ruby, all right. No, thanks. What happened?
She was strangled. We think with the belt of her own dress. It wouldn't have taken much if she was surprised, you see.
There was no significant struggle and no interference.
The report is quite clear. She was a Virgo intacta.
I see, thanks.
It happened between 10 o'clock and midnight.
Poor little Ruby. Men are such swines.
Yes, I suppose it's a reasonable assumption that it was a man. Did you have a particular man in mind?
No. No, Ruby kept all that side of things a bit dark. She wouldn't have told me. My guess is she wouldn't have had a boyfriend. You know, a regular boyfriend. Last night I began to wonder.
Tell us about her.
You said it was your idea that she came to the Majestic.
Yes, that's right. I'm dance and bridge hostess. Been at the place about 3 years. We try to make up bridge fours that'll get on with each other and so on. It's just a question of tact and experience, really. Then there's the dancing. I do a couple of exhibition dances every evening with Raymond. He's the tennis pro as well. The season got off to a good start. Then I went and ruined it all by cracking a small bone in my ankle. It was very awkward. Didn't want the hotel to get anyone else. Didn't want my pitch queered, thanks. So I thought of Ruby. I mean, she's quite a neat little hoof, and she's family, I thought. Well, she was delighted. The idea was that I'd keep on as bridge hostess and Ruby'd do the dancing for the rest of the season.
How long ago was that?
About a month.
And was Miss Keene a success?
Oh, she was all right. Raymond's quite clever. He carried her through. You know, she was a nice-looking girl. People seemed to like her.
Would you mind telling us exactly what happened last night?
Well, from about 10:30, I was playing bridge with a family called the Jeffersons. Ruby would have been dancing with one of her partners then. In fact, she was till, at least 11. Next thing I knew, Ray came to tell me she hadn't turned up for the midnight session. So we both went to look for her.
We're supposed to be on now.
Yes, I know.
We've looked at them, but she's your responsibility, Josie.
Well, I don't know. The little terrace at the end.
You can only get there from Prescott's rooms. Where the hell is she?
Let's look somewhere else.
Josie, we've looked there. Come on, it's 2:15. It's too late now to give anyone a piece of your mind. You can wake the little minx up nice and early. That'll teach her.
Good idea.
Who reported her missing?
Jefferson, Mr. Jefferson. One of your bridge party, I suppose. Yes?
Yes.
I gather there was some resistance from the hotel manager, sir, but this Mr. Jefferson is one of their wealthier guests.
Yes, but why him?
Well, he had a soft spot for Ruby, I think. He's an invalid. He fusses.
I see. Yes, well, I've no doubt we'll be speaking to him in due course. Now, did your cousin ever mention Gossington?
Gossington?
Yes, Gossington Hall.
Never heard of it.
It's where her body was found.
Gossington Hall? How extraordinary.
Do you happen to know Colonel or Mrs. Bantry?
No.
Or Mr. Basil Blake?
Yeah, it rings a bell.
Excuse me, sir. Could I have a word? In private?
Very well. Excuse me, Miss Turner. Well?
Colonel Bantry dined at the Majestic last week, sir. It was in the hotel reservations diary.
What are you trying to say, Slack?
I am aware that the Colonel is a friend of yours, sir.
So?
I think we should take Miss Turner to Gossington Hall. It may be true that she and the Colonel have never met, but on the other hand, sir, it may not.
Miss Turner, I wonder if you'd do us just one more favor. Would you mind accompanying us to Gossington Hall?
She was there on the hearthrug.
I can't understand it, really.
Oh, we certainly can't.
I mean, it isn't the sort of place.
Quite. And that's what makes it so very, very interesting, wouldn't you say?
Your good man going to be long, do you think?
Cheerio, Lucinda. This scraper's useless. Lorimer, where are my house shoes? Dolly, if you don't want me to bring money to the house, either get Lorimer to fix that scraper or sort out some sort of house shoes. The war's over, you know. Oh. How do you do?
This is Miss Turner.
Arthur Bantry.
Pleased to meet you.
Miss Turner has come from the mortuary to identify the body, Arthur. She was her cousin.
Ah, nasty business. I'm so sorry, my dear. Are you from these parts?
Miss Turner works at the Majestic.
Majestic?
Yes.
In Danemouth?
Yes.
How extraordinary.
Why do you say that, sir?
Well, old Jefferson's staying at the Majestic. He let me down, you know. Sent me a card, then couldn't make it in the end.
I'm sorry, Bantry. Could you explain that a little more?
Yes, of course. Proper report. Well, I had a card from Conway Jefferson saying that he was down for a spring holiday. Well, the Magistrates Association was meeting in Danemouth, so I arranged to dine with him at the Majestic. When was that? Last Thursday. The Thursday week, you understand. Well, Jeff wasn't too well, his man said. And Mark and Adelaide had gone to the pictures. So I ate alone.
Thursday is the cook's day off, you see. No point in Arthur hurrying home to cold meat and salad.
No, there it is. First no alibi, now this. Puts me in it good and proper, doesn't it?
Oh, don't be ghoulish, Arthur. I'm sure Jane has worked it out already. Jane, have you an explanation for us?
Well, I have an explanation, but of course it's only my own idea. Yes, Tommy Bond and our new schoolmistress, Mrs. Martin. She went to wind up the clock, and the frog jumped out.
I'll wait for you in the car, Miss Turner.
How's old Conway? Any better?
Oh, he's wonderful, considering. He's very cheerful.
And the family? Mark and Adelaide? They all right?
Yes?
Well?
Yes, yes.
Miss Turner, they are all right, aren't they? I mean, they are nice people, as I remember.
Oh, yes. Yes, they are, really. Anyway, cheerio, then.
Oh, Bantry, I just thought I'd... Well, I hope you understand. Slack.
I won't be a moment, Miss Turner.
Yeah?
Ruby Keene may not have acquired a new boyfriend during the last few weeks, but I think there will have been someone sometime. Dig it out, will you? The other thing is this fellow Blake. Now, he claims that he was at a party at his studios most of last night. I want to know what time he left. Now, I know tomorrow's Sunday, but I'd like you to make a start at the hotel. Oh, and do your best to keep the press out of it, otherwise it'll be impossible. And make an appointment with this fellow, Jefferson. Dare say I'll come with you. Call me.
Got you, sir.
And about Colonel Bantry.
Sir?
Well done. Always best to make sure.
Well, Jane, what do you think of Miss Turner?
There was something worrying that young woman. She was quite all right until the Jeffersons were mentioned, and then her manner became quite altered.
She hardly seemed upset at her death. Hardly at all.
Quite so. Well, I don't think she cared for her. It seemed to make her more angry than anything else. Oh, did you?
Oh, nothing.
Found a body.
How come you beat the death of me?
Found a body.
Oh, you got a bit excited, did you? Yeah, well, I think we all did.
When they go take it away?
Oh, they've already done that. All they've got to do now is solve the crime. Now, what is it?
My body.
No, it's not yours, lad.
I found it.
No, Mary found it.
I found it. It's my body.
Malcolm. All right, you can say you found it if you want to. I suppose Mary will mind. I must be off then. Give my regards to your ma.
Jane, how would you like to spend a few days at the Majestic in Danemouth? You could see where this poor girl worked and so on. What do you say?
Oh, Dolly, I'm not very good at hotels, but if you really think...
I'll come too. We could share a suite. I don't know. I feel I'd like the air to clear here for a bit. It's upset me a bit, all this business. I'd like it cleared up. Don't want Arthur brooding. He's not a natural brooder. It doesn't suit him. What do you think? I could book us in for tomorrow.
Yes, I think a little sea air would be very pleasant.
Do understand, don't you, Jane?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Just what everyone will be saying. But it's so unfair. It's just a little silly sometimes about pretty girls who come here to play tennis, that's all. Rather fatuous and avuncular. Doesn't mean anything. Why shouldn't it? After all, I have my garden.
Jefferson first, sir.
Black. I think I'll tackle Jefferson on my own. Less intimidating, hmm? You get the incident room ready and I'll look in before I leave. And Mr. Jefferson spends his money, I see.
Oh, yes. Always takes our Princess Elizabeth Suite. The whole family dine a la carte. The Burgundy man, nothing inferior to Pommard. Oh, yes, he expects the best. And we provide it. Indeed, sometimes I think he's never heard of ration. His daughter-in-law, Mrs. Adelaide Jefferson, has an adjoining suite. Both his own children were killed in the plane crash, you know. Mr. Gaskell, his son-in-law, is on the next floor. Good morning, Mrs. Jefferson. This is Colonel Melchett. He would like to speak to
Thank
Mr.
you,
Jefferson.
Mr. Prescott. It's absolutely understood.
Yes, of course.
My father-in-law is expecting you, Chief Constable, but I'd be awfully grateful if you didn't take up too much of his time. He's not been frightfully well, and this has been something of a shock for him.
Good morning, Colonel Melchett. I'm Conway Jefferson.
Thank you. That's lovely. Thank you. That's most kind. Now, could we have coffee for two, please?
Yes, ma'am, certainly.
Thank you. Jane? Oh, I see. Isn't this just the thing? Sea air. Jane? Are you thinking?
I understand that it was you, Mr. Jefferson, who insisted that the hotel manager telephoned the police yesterday morning.
That is so.
May I ask what your interest in this girl was?
I was more than interested. I was going to adopt her. Ruby Keene was about to become my daughter.
Here we are, Jane. Isn't this nice?
Oh, why am I such a muddlehead?
You?
Oh, but I am. Things swim in and out, pop up here and there. I don't know what they are or what they're doing. This poor child who's been murdered. There's something missing, you know. There's something linked with this business that hasn't yet been found. I don't know what it is.
I did find a body.
I haven't been to the seaside for years. And now instead of doing whatever it is one does at the seaside, here I am, sleuthing like mad, trying to clear my poor husband's name. I mean, it's potty, isn't it? Look around you. Would anyone think that 24 hours ago a perfectly strange young girl was found dead in our library? And now here I am with you, tracking down suspects at a 5-star seaside hotel. Murder at the Majestic. Oh, I'm sorry, Jane. Were you thinking?
What? Oh, no, well, perhaps, yes.
Ah, well then, I'll be quiet. Jane, what is it?
That you.
Yes?
Oh, I don't know. I just wondered.
It's just a tune.
I suppose the key to it all was that 8 years of mourning were coming to an end. I've only just realized it. Thanks to you, Eddie.
To me?
Yes, if you hadn't struggled free of me a little this holiday, then I doubt... dear God. Poor little Ruby.
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Jefferson. We policemen can rarely leave a decent interval.
Quite. But I want to help, Chief Constable. Very much. What do you want me to tell you?
Well, as I understand it, 8 years ago in the plane crash, you lost not only your wife, but both your children, a son and a daughter. And they each left behind a wife and a husband, namely Mrs. Jefferson here and Mr. Mark Gaskell.
Yes, we were very much thrown together, as you might imagine. Mark and Adelaide were very good to me. I sometimes think I owe my will to live to them. I've become more independent, mind you, over the years. Perhaps it was necessary.
If you'll excuse me, Colonel, I really ought to find my son, Peter.
Yes, of course.
I'll see you soon, Jeff.
Mr. Jefferson, when you announced that you intended to adopt Ruby Keene as your daughter, what was the reaction of Mrs. Jefferson and Mark Gaskell?
They weren't tremendously pleased, but they took it all right.
And was that the reaction that you expected?
It was, yes. I didn't expect them to like it. I had made healthy provision for both of them when they married my children.
Yes?
So I didn't expect them to behave unreasonably.
It's my experience that families often do.
Oh, but we shared a lot. Don't forget. And they had no blood claim on me.
True. And when you decided to adopt Ruby Keene, did you also tell them how much you were going to leave her?
They're not stupid. They'd have made educated guesses.
How much was it, in fact?
100,000. Yes, I suppose that's a motive. I don't envy you trying to prove either Mark or Adelaide a murderer.
Jane, really? One can't solve a murder with sand in one's shoes. I want my lunch.
Oh, yes, of course, Dolly dear, you run along. Yes, I'm sorry not to be more companionable, but...
Oh, come along, Jane. Are you going to tell me or aren't you?
I'm sorry.
Well, for heaven's sake, who strangled Ruby Keene? And why did they leave her body in our library?
Oh, that, yes.
Well, isn't that what you've been thinking about?
Well, way, yes. Of course, it's obvious who might have done it, but as I say, there's something missing. Yes.
Direct line to HQ. Oh, and cars on standby 24
Inspector
hours
Slack's
a day.
table there. Backup table's here. Let's get on with it.
Gotcha. Ah, yes, Mr. Bartlett. Ruby Keene seemed happy enough to dance with you?
I hadn't thought of that, yeah. Well, sort of her job, really, isn't it? Yeah, I think she was quite, I danced quite decently, you know.
You finished dancing when?
Gosh, sorry. Couldn't say.
No idea at all?
Sorry. It's a thing time, isn't it?
What did you do after you stopped dancing?
Well, you know how it is. Thought I might get lucky, take some for a spin, you know. But then she pushed off.
Who did?
Ruby, after I last danced.
Lake?
Yawning like a monkey through most of it anyway. Then she said she had a headache. I say, was I the last one to see her? I mean, apart
Where did she go?
To her room, she said.
What did you do?
Do? Yeah, I see what you mean. Could have been anything, really.
What was it, in fact?
Drink, probably. Usually drink after waggling a leg. I think I wandered about and stirred about outside. Hate it when it's stuffy. Hate it. Of course, that's it. Must have. Because that's when I spotted it.
What?
Well, I didn't spot it because it wasn't there. Sorry. But I spotted it had gone.
What had?
The motor.
Your car?
Absolutely. Sorry, I reported it with the chaps down at the station at Thingamy Road. I say, you couldn't, could you? I mean, you seem to be a little more intelligent than those chaps down there. It's a Vauxhall coaster, red with...
Sorry, Mr. Bartlett, that was a murder inquiry.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Go on. Yeah, forgot. Sorry. You'll stay here alone. You checked in on Wednesday and plan to leave on Sunday. And you never met Miss King. Well,
You were at the ballroom until 11
We won't
o'clock,
need to
I
contact you
understand.
again.
I'm sorry to trouble you again.
Not at all.
We need to establish... Blake! Sir? Perhaps you'd be so good as to...
Hello? Yes, can I help you?
Ackroyd?
Mrs. Perkins. Yes, now what can I do?
Now, Miss Turner.
You were walking your dog?
We need to establish the actual times, you see, of your cousin's movements. And, of course, the movements of others who are involved.
Yes, of course.
Now, you said in your previous statement that she did her exhibition dance with Mr. Starr.
Yes, that was 10:30. There or thereabouts. She used to look forward to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ruby Keene!
Where have you been, Mark?
Sorry. Writing letters.
Come on, Mark. Ruby's just starting to dance. The next appearance was scheduled at midnight. It was just after that that Ray came over to the table. He wasn't pleased.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Not at all. As long as you don't change around the cards.
As long as you do.
Josie, Ruby hasn't turned up. We were supposed to be on again 5 minutes ago.
She was dancing with poor little Richport.
George Bartlett hasn't seen her for half an hour. She isn't in her room.
I wish she wouldn't do this sort of thing. Excuse me for a moment, will you?
I am sorry.
But we're supposed to be on now.
Yes.
But she's your responsibility. Where the hell is she? Bridget, have you seen Ruby?
No, shouldn't she be with you? Listen, Ray, we'll have to do a toned-down version ourselves. Right, I'll buzz upstairs and change. You work out a routine with plenty of the slow spectacular. Not too much of the athletic flash.
You'll probably put that ankle right back.
Stayed up for her?
Till nearly 2. Mr. Starr persuaded me to go to bed eventually.
When did the bridge game actually begin?
10:30. We would have started earlier, but Mr. Gaskell had some letters to write. At least, that's what he said. I think it was an excuse, actually. He's not that keen on bridge, I don't reckon.
But he was back in time to see Ruby's dance?
Yes.
And did anyone leave the table before Ruby was reported missing?
No.
I knew what I was doing. Others will tell you that Ruby amused me. It was more than that. To an extent, of course, she was performing. She was a natural storyteller. She had that from her background. Her parents were both theatricals. What a childhood. Dreadful lodgings. catching the train on Sundays and not going to church. They had to get to the next touring date, you see. Fascinating to me, this sort of thing. And you know, even the most horrifying anecdotes always ended in laughter. Her laughter, I mean. No complaints, no comments. Just clear-headed amusement. She had a marvelous knowledge of life, and it had left her unsullied.
Unsullied?
Yes. I want to make that clear. Then you must sell 100, Whitney Markham. Excuse me. Have you talked to Sir Henry yet?
No, sir.
Why the hell not? You're a bloody old woman, Edwards. I told you it was urgent.
I haven't spoken to Sir Henry, sir, because he was not at home. I did, however, leave a message with his housekeeper who said she could contact him. I have no doubt that he will be here for lunch, as requested. And if you'll excuse me, sir, I shall now go and confirm the arrangements.
Edwards! What? Bring me tomorrow.
Excuse me, I say, you from Scotland Yard? I'm Peter Carmody. My name's not Jefferson, you see, because Mummy was married before. My real daddy was killed in the war.
Gotcha.
Do you like detective stories? I do, most of them. Got lots of autographs, Dixon Carr, H.C. Bailey, and Dorothy Sayers. Will the murder be in the papers?
Well?
Because I'm going back to school next week, and I'll be able to tell the chaps that I knew her. I mean, really knew her well.
You did you?
Yes.
What did you think of her?
Not much, quite honestly. She was pretty thick. Mummy and Uncle Mark didn't like her much either. Only Grandfather. She was always butting in. They're glad she's dead.
How do you know?
Uncle Mark said it was one way out anyway, and Mummy said yes. But it was so horrible or something, and Uncle Mark said he didn't see the point in being hypocritical.
So?
Thank you, Slack. Thought I should take a look at Ruby Keane's room for myself.
Of course, sir. Your prerogative, sir.
That was Mrs. Jefferson's boy, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Did he have anything to say for himself?
Oh, he thinks his mother probably did it, aided and abetted by his uncle.
Does he now?
Chambermaids only do the staff rooms once a week, so nothing was touched. No unaccounted prints.
Is this the dress she was wearing for the exhibition dance?
Yes, sir. As far as we can tell, she left George Bartlett at 11:30 and nobody saw her after that.
So presumably she came up here, changed out of this into the white dress she was wearing when she was found.
Yes, sir.
Who occupies the other rooms on this floor?
Only Josie Turner opposite. The other rooms are empty. The extra summer staff used them later. So there was no one to see her.
The fire escape's hardly lit at night. She could climb down and practically guarantee not to be noticed.
Yes. There's only one reason why a girl changes her dress.
Right. She was going to meet someone.
I'm sorry you had to cancel your little gathering. I was looking forward to it. Everyone's catching it. The Naylors rang last night to cancel their due. Yeah. Never mind. Yes, yes. Well, my regards to Mrs. Duffy. Goodbye.
Come on, Malcolm. Come on. You said you wanted to see the Colonel. You can't back out now. You've got to tell. Now, come on. Here's a good lad.
Malcolm? How's the world with you?
Malcolm's made a discovery, sir.
Oh, yes?
Fat bodies.
What?
Found a body.
Assuming she was going to meet somebody. Now, suppose it was a boyfriend and he was a bit of a hard case. Exactly the sort of person she'd want to keep dark so as not to foul up her chances with Jefferson. It's hardly surprising nobody knew about him. Now, suppose she tells him that Jefferson is going to adopt her. Well, he doesn't like this a bit. Going to take her right out of his class. He's good as lost her. Now, he probably doesn't mean to kill her, but he's stupid, doesn't know his own strength, panics, wrings her neck, drives around a bit, hardly knows where he is. Passes Gossington Hall. Big house, easy to break into. Dumps her there to divert attention and clears off to London.
Well, I think it's about the best line we have at the moment. There is the financial motive, of course, but at this stage it looks as if Mrs. Jefferson and Gaskell have a cast-iron alibi. Well, I must be off. Slack, I want you to report to me at the end of each day, whenever you finish, that Vantrys are neighbors of mine.
Huh? Late! Tell Prescott, that's the manager, that I want to speak to that flash piece of goods who teaches tennis. What's his name? Starr.
Bridget, pop down to the tennis courts and ask Mr. Starr to come up. He should be finished by now. There, I'll send Mr. Starr along to the room that we've given you.
Thank you, sir.
Can I help you, madam?
Something I've seen and I don't know what it is.
Madam.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
How can I help you, madam?
Oh, I only wish you could. I sometimes feel we have no control over what our eyes decide to see or not to see. Oh, that's it. Yes, I should like to buy one of those newspapers.
No. Compliments of the house.
Oh, thank you very much.
I only knew her as a dancing partner. She seemed a very pleasant girl, a bit dim.
What about men?
Well, for what it's worth, I always thought of her as very innocent. She spent most of her time with the Jeffersons. I assumed she was missing her family.
Did you know that Mr. Jefferson was planning to adopt her legally?
Crafty little maiden.
Not so dim, perhaps?
Good morning. My name's Clithering. Would you telephone Mr. Jefferson's room? He is expecting me.
Yes, indeed. Sir Henry Clithering. I'll phone his suite now, sir.
Thank you.
Sir Henry Clithering is downstairs. Thank you. Mr. Jefferson's suite is on the first floor, sir. His man will meet you at the stairs.
Thank you.
Josie Turner knew about the adoption business?
I don't know. She usually knew what was in the wind. She's got her head on a Josie. Matter of fact, seems to me more likely that Josie planned it all than little Ruby sized it up for herself.
Why do you think that?
Josie was as cross as I was when Ruby didn't turn up for the exhibition dance. I wondered why at the time. It'd make sense if Josie had told her to keep her nose clean, wouldn't it?
If you could give me just one moment, please, madam. Excuse me, sir. There's a lady outside.
I'm busy, late.
Now, the exhibition dance was about...
What's the matter with you?
She won't go away, sir.
Who is it?
I don't know, sir. A Miss Marple.
Let her in.
This way, please,
Yes.
madam.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Inspector. It's just that it's so important. I thought you ought to know. It's this missing schoolgirl in the newspaper.
Oh, yes, madam. What about her?
She's... Well, I don't know what she is, but I know that it's important. Well, I'm afraid I'm not putting this very well, but... Oh, why do I keep thinking of Mozart? And the girl. Why do I keep thinking it's too late?
Do you know her, Miss Marple?
Now, there's another thing. No one seems to know anyone else in this business.
This business? Are you suggesting that the missing schoolgirl is in some way connected with the death of Ruby Keene?
Of course.
How?
Well, I don't know how. But what is being done about this missing schoolgirl?
It's not my department, I'm afraid. That would be local. I'm county. If you're really concerned, Miss Marple, I should have a word with the duty staff at Danemouth. That would be the Harold Road station. Do you know it?
Oh, dear, oh, dear. Well, it's probably too late, anyway.
Any clues?
Young girl.
Ruby and I did our 10:30 dance together. I didn't notice what happened to her then. I had my partners to look after. When she hadn't turned up by midnight, I saw George Bartlett. He said that he hadn't seen her since around 11:30. So I went to look for Josie. Sorry to interrupt. Josie, Ruby hasn't turned up. George Bartlett hasn't seen her for half an hour.
I wish she wouldn't do this sort of thing. Excuse me.
I am sorry.
Damn little fool. She can't do this sort of thing. It'll ruin all her chances. She's not with that film bloke, is she? She's changed. She must be with someone, little idiot. How I'm going to square this with the Jeffersons, God knows.
The Jeffersons?
Never mind. Come on.
Lake here?
Who do you think Josie Turner meant when she talked about that film bloke?
Chap who comes here occasionally. Basil somebody.
Where?
Got a weekend cottage somewhere around. I suppose that's who she means.
Thanks. Excuse me, sir.
Well?
HQ, sir. They think they found the schoolgirl.
Think?
The body's very charred, apparently. She's in a burnt-out car in a disused quarry about 5 miles from here. Ben's Quarry. The car's a Vauxhall Coaster, sir.
Where do the parents live?
Westcliff, sir.
You have to admit it has all the bizarre ingredients of a cheap thriller.
Most extraordinary. That really is the most extraordinary story. Arthur Bantry's place. What do you want me to do?
What I would do if I went in this damn chair.
Find out who killed the girl?
Yes. You're the professional.
It's a long time since I did any detection. Mind you, I suppose now I've retired from the yard, I can nose around a bit without treading on too many toes.
Good.
All the same. May I make a suggestion?
Do?
Did you know that downstairs in the foyer is one of the most formidable criminologists in England?
Really?
Oh, yes. And I can lay you almost any odds you would never recognize her as such. There she sits, an elderly spinster. Sweet, placid, so you'd think. Yet her mind has plumbed the depths of human iniquity and taken it all in the day's work.
How do we involve her?
I expect she's involved already. She lives in St. Mary Mead, only a couple of miles from Arthur and Dolly's place. It's extraordinary. She knows the world only through the prism of that village and its daily life. By knowing the village so thoroughly, she seems to know the world. Miss Marple.
Oh, Sir Henry. Oh, what luck.
What a great pleasure.
Oh, how kind of you to say so.
Are you staying here?
Yes, as a matter of fact. Poor Dolly Bantry and I are sharing a suite.
I thought you might be involved. Have you found any village parallel yet?
Well, not really, no.
You don't sound sure.
Well, I was trying to account for Mr. Jefferson's infatuation with the poor child that was murdered, I must admit. Mr. Harbottle came to mind, and to a certain extent, Mr. Badger the chemist.
I knew you wouldn't fail me. Miss Marple, Conway Jefferson has asked me to keep an eye on the case, unofficially, of course. May I call you in for consultation? Equally unofficially.
Oh, of course, Sir Henry, if you think my little ramblings would be to the purpose.
Oh, good. Then may I ask you and Mrs. Bantry to dine with me this evening? I can't wait to hear the Harbottle Badger thesis. Until tonight.
What was her name again?
Reeve, Major Reeve. The girl was called Pamela. Pamela Reeve.
Reeve. Major Reeve?
Yes.
May we come in, sir?
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Campbell?
Come in.
I don't think Conway Jefferson is a nasty old man, you know, Jane?
Oh, certainly not. Oh, no, I wasn't implying that one moment. No, I simply think he was looking for a nice, bright girl to take his dead daughter's place, and this girl saw her opportunity and paid it for all she was worth. Like the young maid in Mr. Harbottle's.
Ah, Harbottle. Good.
Yes, an ordinary girl, nice manners she had. Mr. Harbottle's sister kept house for him and went away to nurse a dying relative. When she returned, she found the girl completely above herself, sitting down in the drawing room, laughing and talking, and not wearing her uniform.
Tut, tut.
People said things, but I don't think there was any familiarity. I think it was simply that the old man found it much pleasanter to have a young, charming girl telling him how amusing and clever he was than Miss Harbottle continually pointing out his faults to him.
Yes.
So you think it was foul play?
Yes, sir. We think she was dead before she was placed in the car and that somebody tried to destroy the evidence. We found containers for several gallons of fuel.
I see. You don't think she was...
We think she was killed because she was an unwitting witness to another crime. We don't believe the motive was personal in any way.
You mean sexual?
Yes, sir. Another girl has been killed, and we think Pamela may have stumbled across something that made her too dangerous for the murderer. Do you think you feel up to answering some questions now, sir? We want to catch this person, and we need all the help we can get.
Of course.
Now, according to your first statement, when you reported her missing at Harold Road, Pamela left Westcliff to attend a guides rally in Danemouth, and you expected her home for supper?
Yes.
She was supposed to come home by bus? The local station questioned some of her friends, and they all agreed that Pamela said she was going down to Woolworths and would catch the bus later from the depot. Is that the sort of thing she often did? And she had no other plans?
Not so far as I know. She hadn't got a real boyfriend or anything like that. Like playing games. She was a sporting...
And when Mr. Badger discovered that Miss Hart was carrying on with a very undesirable young man connected with racecourses and had actually pawned some of Mr. Badger's presents, well...
He was furious.
Well, he was certainly disgusted. I'm not sure that Mr. Badger was capable of anything so forthright as fury. Mrs. Badger got a fur coat out of it. Do you think Mr. Jefferson would be capable of fury?
Conway? Oh, yes. He has drive. I'm sure he's capable of great anger. What do you think, Dolly?
Yes, I do. Why do you ask, Jane?
Miss Marple, you don't think... Conway, you don't really think that.
Oh, no, no. No, I don't think it, Sir Henry. No. But this is a very muddy business. And I merely say that your friend Conway Jefferson is a rich, powerful, and ingenious man whom I suspect would hate to be made a fool of. That's all.
Miss Marple, why were you never called to the bar? What a wonderful prosecuting counsel you'd have made.
She would. She's wonderful.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have liked it at all. All that flummery and pretense. Far too theatrical. Oh, dear me, no, no. I wouldn't have been good at all, no.
I want everything you can find on Bartlett. I can't believe anyone can be that balmy. And I want confirmation that this film bloke the Turner woman was talking about is in fact Basil Blake. And if it is, then I want as much as possible about his visits to Danemouth. Check him out with the film studio's usual drill. Ah! Forensic prelim. Good. Here, was there a long-haired rug in that library?
No, the hearth rug was a patterned oriental sort of thing.
That dress she was wearing had some long hairs stuck to it, apparently. White hairs. Not wool. Ah! They reckon it was probably a goat. Mountain goat, something like that.
Mountain goat, rug. Don't reckon I've ever seen one. Whose house would you find one of those in, then?
How about an ex-colonial type? Favourite occupation when bored with safeguarding the empire, shoot a Himalayan goat or two, eh?
What, Bantry?
Why not? On his own admission, driving around between 10 and 11:45 on the night in question. No witnesses. Was at the Majestic last week. Knows the Jeffersons.
But who'd be so stupid as to dump a body in their own library?
Or so clever.
Oh, I certainly think that if Ruby had had a young man, she would have been careful to keep very quiet about it.
And the young man might have resented it.
Yes, that's plausible. You know, it struck me when her cousin, Miss Turner, was at Gossington yesterday that she looked angry with the dead girl. Of course, it may be that she was hoping to do well out of this business of her adoption.
Now, to get back to Conway, what do you suppose sparked off his infatuation with the girl?
Oh, that's easy. From what I can gather, the bond between him and his young in-laws was not so much respect and love as sorrow. Mr. Gaskell and Mrs. Jefferson are both young. They're beginning to feel less sorrowful, that's all. They're beginning to look at the world again. And you know, gentlemen can so easily feel neglected.
Yes. Yes, I think if you'll excuse me, I'll just telephone to Arthur. I know that you two have lots to natter about. Jane, let's breakfast together.
Oh, Dolly dear, yes indeed, of course.
Good night, Sir Henry.
Good night. Why did you refer to Mrs. Bantry as poor Dolly this afternoon?
Well, Sir Henry, it seems to me that this may well be the sort of crime that never does get resolved, like the Brighton trunk murders. That would be disaster for the Bantrys. People would think there's no smoke without fire. Some will even say it, too. They'll be quietly shunned. Colonel Bantry is very sensitive. He'll turn in and in upon himself. He's probably started already. I think this could quite literally kill them. So you see, Sir Henry, we have got to find out the truth.
It's such an open case, though, isn't it? It's 15 miles to Gossington. Now, Ruby Keene was last seen here at 11:30. By midnight, or earlier, she was dead. Almost any type of car could have made the journey in that time, if it was midnight. But why anyone should kill her here and take her body to Gossington, or take her to Gossington and kill her there, beats me.
Well, of course it does, because it didn't happen.
What, do you think it was an unpremeditated killing?
I don't think anything of the kind. I think that a very careful plan was made, and what happened was that the plan went wrong. Oh.
What is it?
The orchestra. That tune. Dolly was humming it this morning. Do you know it? It's been haunting me, and here they are playing it. Do you know what it is?
I'm not very up on the latest thing.
It's Mozart, Sir Henry. Now, why do I keep thinking of it?
It's jolly nice.
It's a mystery. But then we all are, aren't we? Even to ourselves. Especially to ourselves.
Come in. Ah, that's the police again.
I'm afraid it is, sir.
There's no need to be afraid, Lorimer.
No, sir.
You seen any tobacco?
No, sir.
I think I'll go and get some. What do they want, then?
They're asking if we have any long-haired white rugs in the house, sir.
And have we?
Not white, I believe, sir. Pale, yes, I said. They want to take samples.
Of what?
Of the hairs in the rug, sir.
Of the hairs in the... Well, let them search the place. If this is the open season on hairy rugs, let them loose. Oh, why not? All right, go ahead. Turn the place upside down. Liberty Hall! Liberty Hall!
Thank you, Mr. Brogan.
Good morning, Miss Dennis. Morning to you, Mr. Brogan.
Morning, Colonel. What can I get you?
I think I'll take a 2-ounce tin of my usual, please.
Certainly, sir.
Thank you. Put it down, will you?
Oh, yes.
Something wrong?
Nothing, sir. Nothing at all, Colonel. Please,
Sad day, Mr. Brogan. Sad day.
You were going to refuse him tick, weren't you? Just because some madman dumps a body in his house, suddenly he's untouchable. My God, this place. Give me Babylon any day.
Colonel. What is it, Blake?
I just wanted to say how sorry I am, sir.
You are? About what?
This business of the body in your house. It can't be very amusing.
I must say you've got a damn funny way of putting things sometimes, Blake.
Well, quite. It must be awful. Something so inexplicable.
It's inexplicable. Quite.
I just hope it isn't,
Look, I think I'll be on my way.
If there's anything I can do...
Look, Blake, you and I have never got on very well together in the past, have we? Thanks for the offer and all that. But I can't see that situation changing. Can you? Good day to you.
Oh, yes, it was all Addie's fault, all right. Too many tennis lessons with that good-looking young fellow.
Mark.
Jeff felt neglected. No wonder he turned to our little dance hostess.
Well, you weren't exactly over-attentive to him yourself.
Ah, no, but it's female company that's the key to it, as to everything else.
Yes, but I mean a girl like Ruby Key.
Oh, quite. Jeff's always been such a sensible, level-headed old boy.
Gentlemen are sometimes not so level-headed as they seem. Oh, well,
How is Conway today? I thought he looked well enough yesterday, but I hear he's been ill.
Yes, he's all right.
Tell me, Ruby Keene, what was she really like?
Oh, Lord.
Well, I don't see why we shouldn't talk about her.
She was a common garden gold digger.
Oh, Mark.
And she knew her stuff. We never spotted her. Luckily for her, I'd have wrung her neck.
Mark, for heaven's sake.
It's just a figure of speech, Addie. We were mugs not to have tumbled her, Sir Henry, and I was angry, that's all. Well, I'm sure Addie and I are both under heavy suspicion. Jeff was proposing to settle an absolute fortune on the half-baked little sourpuss, which we have to assume would have been our loss. Well. What an unscrupulous person you are, Addie.
Isn't that dear old Hugo McLean?
Yes. Addie only has to whistle and along he comes, wagging his tail. The most reliable man in England. He's hoping to marry her, of course. Do you take this sack of potatoes to be your lawful wedded husband? I don't know. Well, will you excuse me? My daily duty. Jeff's constitutional. A quick burn up the corniche in the wheelchair. Bye.
Well, what do you think of the principal beneficiaries of the murder?
Well, I think Mrs. Jefferson should marry again. She's a likable woman. She'd make a good companion. No wonder Mr. Jefferson missed her.
And Mark Gaskell?
Oh, he's a downy fellow.
Village parallel, please.
Mr. Cargill, the builder, he bluffed a lot of people in having more done to their houses than they wanted to, and then charged them the earth. He married money, too, like Mr. Gaskell.
So you don't like him?
Oh, yes, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I think he's attractive, but he doesn't take me in. A downy fellow who talks a little too much, that's what I think. And there's another little story.
Do you mean? Are you suggesting that that star fellow is entertaining ideas of marrying Mrs. Jefferson? Because if so...
Well, Dolly, we're told that Hugo McLean is. And anyone who marries Adelaide Jefferson
would not want to see her disinherited. Quite.
Yes.
So you're still trying to tell me that where there's a motive, there's no opportunity, and where there's opportunity, there's no motive.
Who stands to gain, sir? Mrs. Jefferson and Mr. Gaskell. Both playing bridge from Ruby Keane's exhibition dance until, well, after midnight. Scores of witnesses. Rock-solid alibis. Same with Starr.
What about Blake?
He was at a studio party until the small hours. He knew Ruby Keane, we think, but there's no discernible motive.
Bartlett?
Well, he had the opportunity, true. And he can't account for his movements for the time when she was killed. And the Reeve girl was in his car, but everything else is against him. There's no motive in either case. Amiable sort. Completely dim. Oh, we're following him up, but it's 1,000 to 1, that. By the way, sir, I suppose Ruby Keane really was dead by midnight, was she?
Now, I'd already asked myself that question. So I rang Dr. Haydock, just to verify. He got quite shirty, as a matter of fact. Now, he puts midnight as the absolute limit. Yes, here we are. Apparently, she was heavily drugged before she was killed. A barbiturate.
Which doesn't look like impromptu violence, does it, sir?
What, a random killer, you mean? A psycho? No, I don't think so. Melchett? Oh, yes, Lake. Thank you.
Shall I phone Inspector?
No, he's with me. I'll tell him.
Very good, sir.
Yes, goodbye. Apparently, Basil Blake was seen leaving the studio car park at about 11 o'clock on the night in question. Would that have given him time?
Yes, sir, it would.
What do you be doing?
What does it look like?
I do stink. You be burning your car.
No. My old granny, as a matter of fact.
Gentlemen and lady, I'm sorry, it's not my pigeon. I've retired. And what is more, I'm on holiday.
Oh, Sir Henry.
Yes, I'm sorry about the papers.
Oh, stuff and nonsense.
It's a damn nuisance. They tried to put the brakes on, but someone leaked it. Good morning, Dolly.
This is appalling. Listen to this. Colonel Arthur Bantry, squire of the small village of St. Mary Mead, has told police that he cannot explain the presence of the murdered platinum blonde, glamorous nightclub chanteuse Ruby Keene, who was found strangled in the library of his house, Gossington Hall, in the early hours of Saturday morning. Mrs. Bantry, it is understood, has gone away to the seaside. I must telephone to Arthur at once. Heaven knows what he'll be thinking if he reads any of that kind of trash. Excuse me, Henry.
Have you thought any further?
Oh, yes.
To any conclusion?
Oh, yes.
Well, are you going to tell me?
Well, whoever killed Ruby Keene killed Pamela Reeve. And I'm afraid that very shortly a third murder will be attempted.
Where did your letter of the 14th? Come in.
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, Slack. Have the lab sent the report for those hairs you took from the rugs at Gossington Hall?
Yes, sir. The tests were inconclusive. I think the rug was probably in the killer's car, sir.
Yes, I suppose that's fair enough. What did the chap from the yard say about Blake?
The night watchman saw Blake drive out of the studio car park at a few minutes to 11, sir. That's definite. As the cars go past his hut, the light falls on the driver's side. He's positive about it.
And how far did you say it was from the studios to St. Mary Mead?
20 miles. So he could have done it. Now, we've had corroborated evidence that Blake was at the studio party at 2 o'clock as well.
You mean he could have gone back there to establish his alibi?
Exactly, sir.
Ha! She put her finger on Blake right from the first moment.
Who did, sir?
Miss Marple, of course. Who do you think? Slack, I retain the impression that you don't really take her seriously. I'll do you.
In what way, sir?
Let me give you a piece of advice. That old lady is tougher-minded, more cynical, and just plain cleverer than most barristers you'll meet in what I hope is going to be your long and no doubt distinguished career. Excuse me. Yes? Sir Henry Clithering? What, downstairs?
You are behaving with him. I mean, everything you do is silly. Everything you do is
Good morning.
Miss Marple?
Oh, good morning, Mr. Gaskell.
Good morning.
No tennis today, Mr. Jefferson?
No, later on, actually.
Oh, of course.
But with respect, Sir Henry, we've already taken statements from all Pamela Reeve's friends. Her friends at school and the girls who were at the Girl Guide rally.
But Miss Marble's point is that one of them must know more. That the Reeve girl was an average child, and that every average child has a special friend in whom she confides. Well, if that's so, you haven't found her, have you?
No, sir, I haven't. If that's so.
Inspector, I realize this is a great imposition. I know you must have an enormous amount on your plate.
Nothing we're not abreast of, sir?
Oh, no, of course not. No, I was just going to suggest that if you could organize an afternoon of interviews, perhaps one of your junior officers could preside, and if Miss Marple could just be present.
Very well, sir. I'll set that up. Anything else, sir?
Thank you, Inspector. Keep me informed.
Good morning, Sir Henry.
Good morning, Inspector.
Excuse me, are you a detective?
No.
Somebody told me you're a rather important detective from London. I mean, the head of Scotland Yard or something.
Miss Marple.
Oh, Sir Henry. Well, I can see that one person at least is enjoying this horrid business.
Yes, I am, rather. I've been sniffing around to see if I could find any clues, but I haven't. Got a souvenir, though. My mother wanted me to chuck it away. Honestly, parents. Look at this. Fingernail, you see? One of hers. Fingernail of the murdered woman. Oh. What do you think? Good, isn't it?
Where did you get it?
Well, it was quite lucky, really, because nobody knew she was going to be murdered then. It was on the night in question, you see. Ruby caught a broken nail on Josie's shawl, so my mother cut it for her and told me to chuck it away. I just put it in my pocket to chuck away later and forgot. Do you think it's nearly lunchtime? I'm very hungry. Josie! Josie! Hello.
Hello, Peter. How are you?
Oh, good morning, Miss Turner. Is everything all right?
I can't leave the hotel. Reporters, they don't care, do they? I daren't leave the building.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, better get on.
Josie, I want to interrogate you. How long did you know the deceased?
Peter?
It's been worrying me how to account for her nails.
Her nails?
Well, they were so short. A girl like that usually has elegant little claws. But I suppose if she'd torn one, then she might have had to clip the others to match, I wonder. I don't know.
Well, Oh, there's Slack. I'll go and ask. Inspector?
Yes, Sir Henry?
Just a detail. Did you find any nail clippings in the girl's room?
Yes, sir. Whole lot in the wastepaper basket.
Oh, good. Thanks. Managed to set up the interviews yet?
I'm seeing to it now, sir. I'll let you know.
Miss Marple.
Amateurs. Deliver me from amateurs. Sir, not only do we have a retired chief taking a busman's holiday, we now have the flaming attentions of an aging spinster to contend with. Give me some straightforward robbery with violence. Anything more on Blake yet?
Yes, sir. Quite a lot.
Gotcha.
I don't want it.
But, sir...
Get out. Edwards? Edwards!
Oh, Mr. Gaskell,
What's the matter, Edwards? You look as if the cat just died.
I'm not sure he'd welcome a visit, sir.
What is it today? The glooms or the shouts?
He's refusing his medication, sir.
Oh, that's bad. How's about me trying?
Well, you can try, sir.
Good. You bring it out.
Sir.
Morning, Jeff.
What have you been up to?
Humping furniture? 5 black marks for overdoing it.
Oh, go to hell.
Now, Jeff, it's like Adelaide to come up and have coffee with you today.
He's a dominating man. Sometimes uncontrollable temper. And his weakness is that he needs people to dominate.
How interesting.
When Frank and I married, Jeff gave us so much money that Frank had absolutely nothing to strive for. See, in a way, that money was a way of denying Frank the means of becoming himself. And Jeff knew he wouldn't handle it properly.
Do you rather hate Jeff?
You are extraordinary. No. He is selfish. He's a collector of souls, but he loved Rosamond and Frank. He lives his life on thin ice. I mean, he could die at any moment. No, I don't hate him. But I think it's time I was independent of him.
You're going to get married again? What fun. How is dear old Hugo?
Yes, he wants to marry me. I suppose that's what you wanted to know, wasn't it? Anyway, I haven't accepted.
Forgive my asking, Mrs. Jefferson, but I wonder, did you like this poor dead girl, Ruby Keene?
She was a vulgar, gold-digging simpleton. I didn't like her, no. When I discovered what she was up to, I'm afraid I was very angry. I could have killed her.
Adelaide, for God's sake.
Hello, Hugo.
Right. So, we know that Blake left the studios and returned, giving him time to carry out one or both murders. We've established his presence in Danemouth on 3 separate occasions and his presence at the Majestic at least once. We've established that he knew Ruby Keene. Blake lied about when he left the studio party, lied about being at the Majestic. I think it's time we had a look at Mr. Blake's car, don't you? Tell Blake we need a statement, just routine. We can have a shufti at his automobile while he's making it. Have you set up those interviews with the schoolgirls?
Oh, yes, sir. All the girls in Pamela Reed's form are also in the Girl Guides.
Right. What about the financial inquiries?
Sir?
Mrs. Jefferson and Mr. Gaskell.
Oh, yes, sir. They're both hard up, matter of fact. Gaskell's in debt, quite a packet, but I thought we'd drop them.
Cast iron alibis. 100,000 green ones is as good a motive as you'll get, but it won't wash in this case.
Now, I think we'll have a look at Mr. Blake's car.
Forehand, Adelaide, nice and easy. Look, girl, keep those legs bent. Forehand.
Oh, I can't get them.
Hard luck. Bend your legs. Yes, watch that. Follow through. Good girl. Bend your knees. Good girl. Up. Adelaide, lovely. Watch your grip. Adelaide, I'll show you. It's the grip, you see, it's the grip. Now relax, I'm not going to eat you. You see, fork the thumb there, on there, and grip it nice and tight. You see?
Oh, I see.
Adelaide, you see? Good girl. And then draw it right to the you see? Keep square, right direction. All right? All right. Good girl. I think we've got you down for 11:30 tomorrow, Adelaide. Is that all right?
Fine, Ray. See you then. I'm improving, don't you think? Oh, Hugo, stop being so grumpy.
Ray.
Ah, Mrs. Cumberton, on time as usual.
Yes.
Off you go, then.
That fellow damn nearly... I just don't damn well like it, that's all.
Oh, Hugo, stop stuffing your shirt.
I can't help how I feel, Adelaide. It's the way I am. I thought I meant more to you.
Did you know that Hugo McLean was staying over at Danebury Head when all this happened? Hadn't far to come when he was summoned, had he?
What a coincidence.
Isn't it?
Yes, Inspector. I know where you are. Just off Castle Street. Not at all. I'll drive over to HQ this afternoon. Thank you. just routine. I mean, the police were bound to want to question me.
What's going on, Blake? Blake?
I've got something to tell you, Dealey.
All right, Griselda. Thank you, dear. I must go back to Gossington. Griselda says that people are saying that I left because I couldn't bear the shame of it. That must mean that they think I believe all the horrible things they're saying. I'll keep this sweet on, Jane. You will stay, won't you, and clear this thing up? Oh, Jane, you're so clever. Why haven't you solved this mystery by now? You don't seem to be getting on at all. I thought you'd know at once.
No, dear, I didn't know at once. Not for some time.
What? You mean you know now who killed Ruby Key?
Oh, yes. Yes, I know that. It's a question of the others. Who else, you see?
Jane, you're not to tease me. You're to tell me at once who it is and what you mean.
Oh, no, that would never do at all, Dolly, dear.
Why wouldn't it do?
Because you're so indiscreet. Go around telling everyone. Or at least hinting. No, no, there's a long way to go yet. Great many things that are still quite obscure.
Take him round the back, sir. There's space there for you.
Right here.
Okay, let's start at the back of the car. When Slack says 10 minutes, he means 5.
Right, sir.
Quite frankly, Sir Henry, once he got over his grief, if he ever did, that is, the one thing that keeps Mr. Jefferson alive is his anger. Anger against the gods is what I call it. He'll go down fighting.
Did any particular things make him angry?
Oh, inefficiency, time wasters, the petrol shortage. Anything that prevents him from getting on. Deceit. Yes, deceit. May I be frank, Sir Henry?
Please do.
There was an incident. You see, sir, the young woman that Mr. Jefferson was so taken up with just wasn't worth it. She was, to put it bluntly, a common little piece. I don't think she particularly liked him, even. It was one afternoon, about a week ago, and Miss Keene was with Mr. Jefferson.
You'll never believe it. It was the same landlady as had the dog in Huddersfield. The stinking cat. She moved. Oh, you all right, Jeff?
Speck of dust.
Don't do that. Worst thing you can do. Here, let me. Now, come on. Be a brave boy and open it. Come, that's it. Look up, look up. Oh, come on, you little beggar. There, got ya. Someone's been sweeping their chimney.
What's this? From your handbag?
What is?
This. Who is it?
Search me, Jeff. It's not mine.
A wet kitten has just fallen out of your handbag.
What? I don't see how it could have.
Be true, sweet Ruby Roo. To you. To you.
Can I have a look at it, please, Jeff? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
No, kitten.
Oh, I know who it is. He comes here sometimes. I've danced with him. Says he's in films or something. 24-carat nutcase he is. Silly idiot. Must have stuffed his photo in my bag. Honestly, Jeff, those boys are so stupid. They're always nicking my picky from the showcase in the foyer.
Always what?
Nicking my picky, course. Nicking my picky.
I don't think Mr. Jefferson quite believed her. He was on edge all that day. He completely lost his temper in the afternoon with his broker on the phone. All things returned to normal, of course, but I fancy he was more watchful of her from then on. He asked her more questions about what she was doing.
Did you see the photograph?
No, sir.
What do you think he would have done had he discovered she had a secret lover?
Quite honestly, sir, I think... in his state of health, I think it would have finished him.
Thanks very much for coming in, then, sir.
Glad to have been of some help, Inspector.
I hope you don't feel you've wasted your time.
Not at all.
Forensic lab.
Drive carefully, then, sir.
Cheerio, Inspector. Bye now.
Now, you will tell the inspector about the dress, won't you?
This is Ruby Keane's dress we're talking about, isn't it?
Of course. The idea is, isn't it, that she changed her dress and then went off to meet someone. A man, it may be supposed.
That is the general impression.
Well, it won't do. If Ruby was going to wear the kind of dress she was wearing, then she'd make sure it was her best one. Girls do. Then why didn't she? Now that is the key to the whole business.
Good. I think that's all the questions I've got for you now. Thank you, Jenny. I've interviewed all 6 girls, Miss Marple. I really don't think that...
Yes. I should like to speak to Florrie Small. Did you notice her as she went out? She relaxed too soon.
Florrie Small? Florrie Small? It's all right. We just want to have another word with you.
I think it'll be okay.
You are sure then, Florrie, are you, that you've told us everything? I'd rather hear you say it out loud, Florrie.
Yes.
You must be a brave girl and make a clean breast of things. Florrie Small, if you refuse to tell us what you know, it will be a very serious matter indeed. Very serious. Practically perjury. And for that, as you know, you can be sent to prison.
No.
Now, Florence, don't prevaricate. Tell me everything you know at once. Pamela was not going to Woolworths, was she? Something to do with films, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Florrie?
Yes. Yes, it was. Oh, miss, I've been ever so worried. I can't tell you. I've hardly eaten a thing. It's been horrible. You see, I promised poor Pammy. Promised.
All Edwards could tell me was that Ruby Keene referred to the chap in the photograph as something to do with films.
Blake again. Blake is Inspector Slack's favourite. He lied about his movements on the night of the crime, and now we found some hairs on the upholstery of his car. We're having them checked against those we found on Ruby Keene's dress.
Ah, now, talking about this dress, there's something I should like to suggest.
Yes?
Now, look here, Melchett, you don't think I'm interfering, do you?
I suspect you're going to talk about Miss Marple again, aren't you? All right. What did she ask you to tell me?
Well, it's about the girl's dress.
But we've been...
Miss Marple says it's the key to the whole business.
Now, Florrie, take your time, dear, and tell us what Pammy told you.
It's when we were walking up the lane to the bus, on the way to the rally. But she told me. Pammy asked me if I could keep a secret.
Well, can you? Of course I can. Swear it. I swear. Promise, Pammy, I won't tell.
Do you remember when we went shopping last time?
Yes.
I didn't only do that. I met a man.
Pammy.
Oh, it's all right. Nothing like that.
What then?
Oh, he picked me up all right on the front. Just started talking to me.
What about?
3 guesses what I'm going to do after the rally this afternoon.
Pammy, you're not. Not that dope. Give up.
Film test. I'm going to be tested for a film.
Get off.
That's what I reckoned at first. He's told me I mustn't be disappointed. He's looking for a particular type, he says, and he won't be able to tell until he sees me on film.
But Pammy, how do you know? Well, you know that...
Oh, he was terribly businesslike. If there was a contract, he reckoned my parents should get a solicitor to look at it. And I'm going to be chaperoned at the test. A woman will be there all the time to help me. Someone who really knows what's happening.
Oh, Pammy, that's amazing.
And where was Pamela supposed to meet him?
At his hotel.
You don't know which one?
No, she didn't say.
And where was this supposed film test to take place?
He said they had a small studio in Danemouth.
I see.
I should have stopped her. I should have. I should have.
Come in.
Just got you, sir. Good.
What is it, Slack?
The lab, sir. The hairs we found on the girl's dress are identical with those we took from Blake's car.
Congratulations. Good work.
I had a feeling it would be ordinary police work that had cracked this one, sir.
What about the second murder? Have you tied that in yet?
I think that's only a matter of time. The lab says we can have something barrister-proof by morning. Then we'll pull Blake in. Once we've got a charge that sticks, I'll get the second murder out of him easily.
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
Why do you say that, sir?
Well, I checked him out a bit myself, you know. He was a conscientious objector during the war.
That'd be par for the course.
Yes, he joined the Fire Service Auxiliary. Got the George Medal. Good night, Slack.
I'm so glad you're here. May I come in?
Sure. Why not?
you.
I beg your pardon.
Park, would you like to sit down?
Oh, yes, thank
you. So what is it this time?
This time?
So far I've had the Nave Restoration Fund, the Needlework Guild, the Bishop's Appeal for Deep-Sea Fishermen. What are you, Boy Scouts or unmarried mothers? All right. Don't answer that. You've only come to look around. I've taken to giving conducted tours and charging a couple of bob. Where would you like to start? The kitchen.
I came to offer you some advice.
Oh, my God. The League of Decency.
Which I hope might help in the difficult time ahead.
What are you talking about?
I want to advise you most strongly not to continue using your maiden name in the village. In a short while, you'll need all the goodwill you can find. And there's a prejudice in old-fashioned country places against people who are not married, living together. Oh, it's amused you, no doubt, calling yourself Miss Lee when you are, in fact, Mrs. Blake. And it has helped to keep all but the most curious at a distance. But the time for such games is over.
How did you know we were married?
Oh, my dear, the way you quarrel. You quarrel like people who are tied to each other by more than a mere love affair, you see.
You're astonishing. I thought you'd been to Somerset House or something.
Oh, Somerset.
And the rest of it?
I'm so sorry.
Why are we going to need all this sympathy?
Because almost certainly, sometime today, your husband will be arrested for murder.
But he didn't do it.
I know he didn't, dear, I know, but that's not the point now. I'm glad he's told you about it. He shouldn't have got rid of the rug. What did he do with it?
I burnt it.
But you didn't clear up properly. Look, that would be enough. And your car. How thorough were you?
Car. I'm not cut out for this, am I? How much do you know?
I should like to know more.
All right. I'll tell you. Dinah and I had a row. I left the studio party early. The truth is, I'd had a skinful.
A visitor, by my troth. Oi, oi. Wake up.
I suppose I panicked. I just knew I had to get her out of the house. I had no idea where I was going. I just drove and drove. I found myself going past Gossington Hall. Suddenly, that seemed to be the answer. Sounds like madness, I know. But I thought it was rather a good joke. Bantry can be an appallingly pompous ass, you know. It seems so wonderfully incongruous. Girl like that, his library.
It's a cruel trick.
I know.
But didn't you know who it was?
No. I hardly knew Ruby Keene. And the face was...
Yes, yes.
What are we going to do about this, Blake?
Well, may I suggest that you engage the very best of lawyers? The police.
Inch.
Yes, ma'am. Ah, Jane, thank goodness you're here. We've been trying to get in touch with you all morning. Come in.
Oh, I can't stay, Dolly. But I thought I'd better bring you the news.
News?
Basil Blake has just been arrested for the murder of Ruby Keene.
Blake?
He didn't do it.
How do you know?
He did, however, deposit the body in your library. Well, like Tommy Bond and his frog, he resented his teacher. So he put his frog in her clock and it jumped out at her.
Blake? In my library? What on earth did you do that for?
I think he did it as a kind of joke.
What?
Well, of course, he was drunk.
Oh, was he? So that was it. Oh, well.
Well, who did do it then?
Well, I think the answer to that lies in London. Yes, now, London. Inch, if we hurry, we can catch the 10 o'clock. Come along.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not sure you should be seen with me, old man.
Oh? How's that?
Suspect number one. Top of the list.
Oh, come off it, Gaskell.
What is it?
Certainly somebody I don't want to be seen with. Excuse me to the King of Wimbledon, will you?
Not the subtlest of human beings, is he? I don't know why he has to be so bloody rude about it. Hardly spoken to the man. What are you drinking?
Look here, Star. I think there's something you should understand about Adelaide.
What's that?
Well, you do realize that Adelaide believes in the code of the Jeffersons, don't you?
What does that mean?
Well, it just means that true Jeffersons aren't in the habit of marrying tennis players, old boy. That's all. Another whiskey, please.
Afternoon, Ray. Ray, what is it, Ray?
Mr. Jefferson is expecting you.
Right.
I'm off then.
Lucky you. Pine down the local?
Not a hope. Back to HQ, another session with Blake.
Stubborn, isn't he?
By midnight. One confession, signed and sealed. Do you want to bet?
Slack? I wonder if we could have a word.
Of course, sir.
Miss Marple?
Oh, do you? Yes, yes. I've just returned from London. Somerset House, you know. And I just thought perhaps...
At our request, Conway Jefferson has informed Mrs. Jefferson and Mr. Gaskell that as Ruby Keene is dead, he's going to endow a fund with the £100,000 that he had intended to settle on her. The fund is to be used to establish a hostel for young dancers in London.
That's right, yes.
He has also told them that he's going to finalize the details with his solicitor tomorrow. Now, this is what I want done. It'll be dark in a couple of hours, so we've got to move quickly.
For me, will you? Good man. Mary, cancel breakfast for me tomorrow, will you? I'm motoring to town. Oh, I'm frightfully sorry. If anybody should want me tonight, they can ring me at my flat. I'm in the book. Be back about lunchtime tomorrow, all right?
Forget. 3 o'clock band call. Oh, come on.
Mrs. Gaskell, I presume.
I'm sure you did. Now, dear, before the Jeffersons and the Blakes get here, you've absolutely got to tell us how you did it.
Oh, yes, please do, my dear. I'm afraid I don't understand at all. What about you, Melchett?
Well, yes, but I think Miss Marple should explain.
Well, there are one or two things I'm not quite clear about.
Well, I'm afraid you'll find my methods terribly amateurish.
No. Jane. Now, hush, everyone. Jane, you must tell us.
Good. Good.
I couldn't get away from that £100,000. That, I felt, was the key to it. But whether it was Mrs. Jefferson or Mr. Gaskell eluded me. They both had solid alibis. And it wasn't till Dinah Lee mentioned Somerset House, marriage, of course. And as we since discovered, Mark Gaskell was married to Josie Turner, and they were keeping it a secret until Mr. Jefferson should die, which they hoped might be soon. Do you see?
No, Miss Marple, I'm afraid I don't. Hardly a thing.
Well, of course, it was the nails that worried me. Although Ruby Keene had cut hers quite short, the poor girl in the library had bitten hers. It just wasn't right, too like a book to be true. And then, of course, I realized finally that the body in the library wasn't Ruby Keene at all.
Well, then whose body was it?
Pamela Reeves.
And Pamela Reeves' fake film producer was Mark Gaskell?
Yes, but the person behind it all was Josie. It was obvious from the first that she was a very capable woman, quite capable of engineering the whole thing. It was a very clear-sighted plan, and quite remorseless. Mark Gaskell was her ticket for wealth and a good position. And nothing, certainly not little Ruby Keene, was going to stop her. It was all her own idea, the double murder and the substitute body. And she cold-bloodedly chose Basil Blake as chief murder suspect. She put his snapshot into Ruby's handbag. She mentioned this film bloke to the police. And of course she was poor little Pamela's so-called chaperone for the film test. She bleached her hair, painted her bitten nails, made her up as Ruby Keene, put her into one of Ruby's dresses, and finally drugged her, ready for the deadly attentions of Mark Gaskell.
Who then completed the plan by getting her out to Blake's cottage shortly after 10 o'clock, killing her and getting back to the hotel. So at the time when the doctors said that she died, Gaskell and Josie had a perfect alibi. They were sitting there playing bridge, watching the real Ruby Keene alive and dancing.
After giving Ruby something earlier in the evening to make her headachy and sleepy, Josie told her then to go up to her, that is Josie's room, and lie down till her next dance, knowing that the drug would shortly have full effect. It was when she went up to change for her exhibition dance that Josie killed her. She strangled the poor child in her sleep.
And later that evening, she and Gaskell, dressed her in the guide's uniform, stole Bartlett's car, drove out to Venn's quarry, and incinerated the lot.
Tell me, that tune that was racketing around in your head, Mozart, didn't you say? What bearing did that have on the case?
Oh, yes, most interesting. The Marriage of Figaro, Susanna's aria. It was because Susanna was dressed up as the Countess. It was the wrong dress, that's all.
So it all boils down to fingernails and Mozart?
Yes, quite.